What is going on, shrimp keepers? I'm here with the one, the only Cory, aka Aquarium Co-Op on YouTube. He does a ton of fish unboxings, and today he's bringing me along for the trip.
Got an import order, some cool stuff, and we just arrived at the airport, so now I gotta do paperwork because we're importing into the country, and then we go back to the store and unbox.
Let's get into it. There you go again. Alright, so we are picking it up. This is much easier than going to Chicago.
I got the Honda Fit. It actually moves a lot of tropical fish, plants.
How many boxes has this thing carried? No, not how many.
I think I can do like 7 because it gets a little narrow up here. So I think I can do 2, 4, 6, and then one last one. And then if there's no passenger, I can do 7, or I can do like an extra 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Depends on. Plant boxes are different shape than tropical fish boxes, and not all those are uniform either. But worst case scenario, I've never had to do it yet. But if you pull everything out of the boxes, you can fit way more in there.
Oh,
but that's a lot of work. So I've never had to do it so far. Usually, if I know it's going to be huge, then I'll bring the van.
Gotcha.
Which this is, we do this shipment every single week, so it's, you know, it's only gonna be 5 boxes today, which costs a lot of money, but you know, plants pack down really tight. So you can spend thousands of dollars. Like, how much was this one box? And it could just be all like beautiful philanders on wood, and they're only this big. You know, and they're really expensive. So
now, how many boxes does this thing carry total, would you say, over the life of this Honda?
Not nearly as many, because I've only had this car for like 1.5 years or 2 years, so probably a couple hundred boxes.
Gotcha. There it is.
Man of a teat.
By the way, this is Robert. He is the manager of the co-op store.
So these guys came in a really big leaf. Okay. So I think the newbies always just slows us down is they come in really packed in, so we have to pull the rhizome out of the rock wool so they don't rot so much for you guys. So it's nice and easy with the jobber, and I can just rip the bag, dump them in the tank. You have to take a little time with these guys. So I might like put these guys aside, but for for the video.
So literally for every single Anubias you get in, you have to pull them out?
Yeah, so like on this one, this is pretty heavy with Nubius on this order, so I have like Nana Petite, Nubius Golden, Nubius or just the golden one, and sometimes we get like barter. So it could be like 160 Nubius plants I have to like pack the wool down.
Jeez. So it definitely takes some time.
Takes some time, yeah. And today I'll probably be the only one doing it. We're pretty heavy on like shipping, so.
Yeah. Hey, you only have one person here. Am I allowed to get you on camera? And you're Kaylee? Yeah. Kaylee.
Be the manager that we check I got some folks.
That's awesome. Oh, then we have surprises!
Oh, surprise!
Joel's here.
What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Joel?
How you doing? You guys doing an unboxing?
Yeah, well, me and Robert were.
Awesome.
Cory was showing me how to ship. But yeah, there's just tons of stuff. You're right, man. They just literally just pack it in there.
Yeah, that's why each box, there's a lot of money in each one, because they lay so flat.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's nuts that you have to pull out every single Nubius, pull the rhizome out of the rock wool. Just to make sure they're that much better.
They don't do well if we don't do that, because they're just packing, you know, at the farm. I don't know if they're packing hundreds or thousands or whatever for the order, and if they are a little bit too deep, they're not going to do well for sure. And so we go through with each one and make sure that it's tamped down. And, you know, it's just that one little extra step that every employee hates doing, but we do it.
You have to.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Look at that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Don't get nervous. Well, I won't. I'm going to get you in the background now. Hey everybody, Cory from aquariumco-op.com, and today we've got an unboxing with special guest Flip Aquatics and Corvus Oskin, or Joel from the Real Fish Talk. We've got some cool things imported, plus a lot of plants, and we're going to get started. Box number 1. Some shenanigans, I'm sure. Ooh, the goldfish have arrived. Look at these bad boys. Oh. I ordered large arandas. People were like, you guys haven't brought any big goldfish in a while. So 3 to a bag. These are some beasts. Those nasal pom-poms are huge. This is heavy to hold. Hold it, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
You hold that for like an hour.
Oh my gosh.
It gets heavy after a while, right?
Yeah, they just want to see what's in there.
All of a sudden your arms struggle. You're like, hold it steady for the camera. Hold it steady.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good 15 pounds at least.
Yeah, it's like holding a car battery out in front of you, you know?
Where do you want me to set it?
We can set them right back down in the box. Just look at them to make sure they're not in distress right away. People a lot of times ask, what's in the water? Why is it yellow? They're meds or antifungal things a lot of times. And so this box, a little bit smaller of a box, but it's all where the cool water fish went in. So there's nothing that needed to be heated. There's no heat pack, stuff like that. The next box that we brought in will be warm fish and kind of. We didn't bring too many crazy things because I didn't know how the weekend was going to go. But I still need to bring some stuff in, and we had to bring in tons of plants. We'll just show a little bit of that off as well. So I'm going to open box numero uno. There are actual items in here ordered for me that I am crazy stoked about if they're alive. And if they make it through quarantine.
Fingers crossed.
Like there's a double whammy there that like... so one of the things in the box I've ordered like 6 times and they've never come through before. And I think they're wild caught and they're not in season when I was trying to order them. But they are inhabitants. Here's my sweet knife, by the way.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. They are inhabitants for the 800-gallon tank, so.
Nice.
All right, let's get my camera going.
All right.
All right, here we go. Box numero uno. Please be alive and well and healthy. Ooh, and heat pack, see? They gotta be warm. Get them out of the way because I don't like them sitting directly on bags. There's a newspaper. This is kind of dangerous sometimes, by the way, because sometimes you start moving and there's like half-naked ladies. And so,
really?
like, oh, that's not going to be okay on camera. Yeah, because they just grab any old newspaper to insulate.
Right.
And some countries, that's fine in the newspaper. Some it's not. So
That's crazy.
yeah. One of those things you learn after doing it on camera. You never noticed before, really. You're just like, oh, weird. And then on camera, you're like, uh-oh, that can't be.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. There it is.
Is that it?
It looks to be alive. That is a 10 to 12 inch clown loach.
Holy moly.
Oh my god, yes. Huge. Huge. It's hard to see, but...
Hey, let me hold it and you can film.
Yeah, you hold... Get some strength here holding this. Yeah.
We got them.
That's right. So I got 2 of those. Here's another one right here. Super stoked. These were not cheap. They have to retail at about the $200 to $250 level a piece. This one's on its side, but clown loaches do that, so I'm hoping it's all right. But yeah, just have to look at that beauty. I want to order some more and get some big uns in the 800 gallon because I miss having big clown loaches. So I got 2. 2 is the minimum order you can order, by the way.
Wow.
That's the minimum. And then over here, hopefully these guys are doing well. I hope. This is 350 pea puffers, which doesn't look like it, but look at the bottom of the bag. I don't know how many, it looks like most of them are alive. It's weird, there's a lot of meds in there, so we won't really know. But if you look at it from the side, it looks like there's nothing in there, right? From the bottom though, you can see like, oh yeah, there's a lot of them in there, and hopefully they're, let's see if they're still warm. So they look to be alive, they're just probably just sedated a lot. I bet you they sedate those so they're almost comatose for the shipment so they don't just eat each other. So we'll be getting those into water and hopefully they'll perk up, and there's only, like I say, I hope there's only like less than 10 dead out of 350, but you can never know until you get them into water, and when they're all sitting at the bottom, how happy or not happy are they?
Yeah.
So we'll pass them off to the crew and start getting them quarantined.
That's awesome.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
you know, they sedate them so much because they'll just thrash around.
And I would wager the clown loaches have been sedated so they don't puncture through the bag.
Yeah.
And then for sure when they do goldfish and koi, they sedate them because they just use up all the oxygen.
Right, because they're just
So,
breathing.
all right, Robert, here's your task. You've got, they overshipped us, so 350 pea puffers. We'll put that into the 30 gallon. And then I think each one of these gets their own quarantine smaller tank. These are 10 to 12 inch clown loaches.
Okay.
And then down below we've got a bunch of big arandas. So we'll put those straight out into the ponds that are getting auto water change, and then just you know, kind of put a not for sale till we get them through quarantine type of deal.
Yeah.
Then I'll dig into plants. Show them off a bit.
We love you, plant, but you take a long time, y'all.
Alright, so you guys have been asking for some of the plant unboxings. They take a long time to do and that type of stuff, so I'll show you some of it. This is the normal Java fern you'd be ordering from the website. Stuff like that. That one's got a couple of leaves we normally would pluck off there. But they're coming in big still, so a lot of times I announce it on the unboxing, and you go, but wait, they're you know, they're sold out. Look at this. This is trident right here. So it's got the trident leaf, where it all comes out from one point. Leaf, leaf, leaf. So it's got some trident mixed in this Java fern, which normally that costs even more, but we still sell at the same price. And we order tons because it keeps selling out, and it's coming in well. When it comes in small, I'll order less. So I'm going to drop those into a tank, and we'll find some other cool plants in here to unbox. You can see here, people always ask, what's all this? What are those little seeds? That's how it, you know, propagates. So all those little seeds, they mature, they turn a little bit of brown, and that's where all the little plantlets start out when this plant becomes in distress. So if you get a plant like this, that's a good thing, not a bad thing. Don't freak out. It's not snail eggs, nothing crazy like that. It's a good thing.
It's one of the 3 ways it propagates.
It is, yeah. There's a lot of ways it can just grow laterally. That, and then what's the third way? What do you got for the third way?
Above water is the other one.
Oh yeah,
That's the third way.
but we don't grow it that way. We don't grow it that way. Yeah, we grow it underwater.
We grow it underwater.
Yeah, we don't go underwater or over water. That's crazy.
150 right alongside the 60.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing easy green in this one, no easy green in that one. Let's see what happens.
Cool.
Same way.
Next up, we've got some Anubias Nana Petite. They come in, they look a little, you know, beat up when they come in just because they've been stuck in a bag, trampled on, but they perk right back up when we get them, and they come in nice and full. I can buy these as loose pieces, but you never get as many leaves. So it's a little bit cheaper, but I get a lot more per pot this way. And they tend to ship better, and they just do better, so that's why I use these. And it costs more for sure, but you get, in my opinion, something better, honestly.
Yeah, you get what you pay for.
I always carry what I think is the best, even if it's not the cheapest, because I don't want to, like, we're known for trying to do things the best way, not the cheapest way. That's like, why is the other place cheaper? They're probably not potted. They're probably buying them from a different farm than I would, on a different quality, but it doesn't mean they're bad. Plants are plants, so, you know, you just gotta kind of pick and choose what you're trying to buy. But we'll dig more, and the reason we have to dig is because, like, there might be 5 layers of more Anubias Nana Petite because we bring in tons, so it might be like, oh, it's gonna take 10 minutes to find that, so let's go to the next box. Alright, so I found some Anubias species golden. So this is the golden. You can see here the leaves themselves are lime green or a lighter color. That's what gives it the golden effect. And it's a smaller Anubias, kind of like the Barteri family. And a nice little contrast if you want to do a scape with a ton of Anubias. And, you know, I think we ordered like 60 to 80 of these. And they're different than Anubias golden coin. So if I go over here, I know I ordered those as well, but the golden coin, they're known for their round leaf shape. So you can see down there, they've kind of got almost a Coffolia type leaf, but they're nice and round. So that's the golden coin version, not to be confused. You know, so those ones are a little rough. They didn't ship out. We've got new ones coming in. They'll sit off to the side until they get better. And, you know, we'll keep unpacking. I'm sure we'll do like one more box. Don't want to bore you too long with plants, but I'm super stoked about these clown loaches. I hope they make it. All right, so in this box, I think this one's all filled with wood with plants on it. So this is all Java fern. It looks to be Java fern needle leaf at the moment. And, you know, pretty big plant. We sell this, I think, for 30 bucks, maybe 35 bucks, but here's a 40 breeder, and you kind of get the sense of scale. And they're all going to look like that. That's the first one I opened. It's not like I dug through and find the best one or anything. We could grab another one here. And what do we got here? Yeah, there's another big one, you know, and they're all going to be that way. And so we ordered tons of those. People love that because they just kind of drop it right into the scape. A lot of people have been seeing, like, the King of DIY use this in his scapes because they're just ready to go. It's already on wood, put it in place, move on. You don't really have to, you know, attach it. It's super easy, and it's got a good root base already attached to wood. So we do sell quite a few of these, and yeah, so lots of plants to buy. You know, buy all of our plants, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Here's all pea puffers, they perked right back up. The water's a little blue because we have Ic-X, erythromycin, and general cure in there. Gonna make sure they're nice and cleaned out. Then we'll start putting probably a lot of frozen bloodworms to them to get their body weight up. And then we'll start feeding them snails and that type of thing. I don't hold much hope for this one Lone Ranger snail with 350 pea puffers in there. But you know, right now they don't care because they're still waking up from being you know, sedated and that type of thing. So I'm really pleased. When you look at the bottom, you don't really see any bodies. So that means they really are coming around, and you know, time will tell over the next few days. But their tail fins aren't too nipped up. But I know there's going to be a lot of bacterial infections. They probably got a little bitey in the bag, and so that's why we for sure would need erythromycin and general cure. If they're wild caught, they're going to have parasites, which these are a little bit bigger than normal, so they're probably wild caught. And then on top of that, the Ic-X, if they got too cold or anything like that in shipping, it's real common for them to contract ick, and so we fight that off, and it also helps with the bacterial infections as well. So. And then we've got the other live things, and those are the giant clown loaches. These are, I believe they're 12 inches wide, and you can pretty much see the tails touching one side and that. They'll be here as short a time as possible to get them healthy. And yes, even this fish has Ic-X, erythromycin, and general cure in it. And same with the one hiding behind there. We'll probably get some big PVC like this right here. I've got some for bigger stuff. We'll put stuff like this in there so they can hide out. So now they'll have a nice hide if they want, so they don't have to be out in the open. And yeah, clearly small tank for them, but just to get them through quarantine, and they're each side by side in case one gets sick and one doesn't. And we'll go from there, and then soon they'll be in the 800 gallon, so I think they're gonna love it.